Hi, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shasha the Wig Addict. I love wigs. And today we're going to be having a little chit chat with this beauty right here. Her name is Jules by Bobbi Boss. She is a synthetic wig and she's soft and beautiful. So, this is a segment that I think I'm going to do. But first and foremost, I want to introduce myself. I have another YouTube channel, but I haven't been able to get access to it. So I started a new one. But if you want to check it out, it's the name of my YouTube channel is Nadira's Corner. So if you want to run up the views over there, or you want to, watch my videos, learn a little bit more about me, that's fine. So if you want to ask for Nadira, it's Nadirah. I think apostrophe S and then corner. Anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about a very sensitive subject, something that I recently went through, and yeah. So let's get into it. Okay, so creating life, carrying life, and bringing life to this world is a very beautiful thing. But it's such a stigma we have more than one you add to your family. And a lot of people always have something to say about when you have kids, how many kids you have, who you have them by, you know, all that stuff. Some people don't. Sometimes they can be your own blood family. So I just want to say that I think people should mind their uterus. Like, mind your uterus. Don't worry about it. Okay? The only reason anybody should have anything to say if it's their own situation, not judging anybody else's situation, because you don't know what the circumstances are, you know. So I recently had a miscarriage, first ever miscarriage ever in my life. I have two sons. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. So I was pregnant again. I was about 5, 6 weeks pregnant, and I was a little conflicted at first, but then I accepted it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna raise my child. You know what I'm saying? I had help. Everything's gonna be okay. I take care of my two by myself. I'm a single mom, and I have help with this one. I have help with all three of them now, so I'm fine. So, first person I called was my cousin. I called my cousin. I'm like, I'm pregnant. Da 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 da. She's like, you gonna keep it? What you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know, but she was like, I'll support you anyway. So I told the father, and he was very excited, and then he got me excited, and he was wonderful. He's still wonderful, but he was so wonderful. Just we was about to glue our family together with our child. You know what I'm saying? Like, his kids, my kids, we was gonna glue them together, and they would have one common sibling. And we was excited. We was putting our life together, and we still are. But I did this lost, we're like working through it, or whatever. So, a few weeks go, like a week or 2 weeks go by. I'm cramping, but I'm thinking it's normal. Not knowing something was wrong, but I kept cramping, but the cramps would go away. On a particular day that I had the miscarriage, my uncle and a couple of other people like, oh, she pregnant, da 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 da. And I'm like, why are people worried about me, little old me having a baby? Like, I don't actually do anything for the kids I have now. I gotta take care of my child. And I was really upset. Like, I was already kind of stressed out, but this took it over the hump, the hill, threw me to the other side of the fence, all that. Like, it sent me over. I was pissed. Okay. So the next day we were supposed to have a family dinner. Like, it was a religious holiday for me. So I was in Target getting something to wear because at this point, even though I was only like 7 weeks, about to be around 7 weeks, my clothes wasn't fitting. I had a little belly and everything already. So my clothes wasn't really fitting like that. So I wanted to get something that I could be comfortable in because at this point I come with my jeans. I had to wear pants with elastic in it. Like, it was a mess. And I was just like all over the place. Couldn't eat nothing. I was eating bananas and strawberries and not bananas, sorry, bananas and ice cream. And other like, I ain't gonna say weird stuff, but stuff that I just wasn't like really putting together, just weird combinations of food. But anyway, so I was in Target with my boys, and once I got to Target with my boys, I'm cramping again. I'm thinking like it's normal, but the cramping progressively got worse because in the midst of all this, I'm telling my boys, stop, don't do this, don't do that. The normal mom stuff. I go to the bathroom because I felt something down there, like, and I checked and I was bleeding. So I left. I called my man and I'm like, babe, I'm bleeding or whatever, and I'm about to go to the hospital. I had to drop my kids off, so I called my mom called my grandma, and I dropped them off. And get my uncle my car, I guess, to pick me up later from the hospital. But my grandma, she gave me a pad, so the good thing she did, she gave me a big pad to soak up the blood because I kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. So I'm in the hospital. Like, once I got to the hospital, I'm telling them, like, I'm like 8 weeks pregnant, I'm bleeding, I need to see somebody now. Like, I need to see somebody, Like, okay, just sit down, sit down. I'm in pain, I'm crying, I'm like getting phone calls, I can't barely talk, like I'm just doubling down in the chair, like I was a mess. There was a lady on the other side of me. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm sitting there in pain, y'all. In pain, sharp pains. Like, if you've never had a miscarriage, this is how it feels like super bad freaking cramps and you're just bleeding. Like, it's like you're on your period times 10. And then you go to the bathroom, and when you go to the bathroom, it's lots of blood and stuff come out of you. I know it sounds graphic, I know it sounds nasty, but that's what happened. So in the midst of all that, so I finally get called to the back at the long little while, whatever. And they're like, well, you gotta go pee in a cup. So, okay, I pee in a cup full of blood. I'm sorry if it sounds graphic or whatever, I'm sorry. I pee in a cup, stuff came out of me. Pop, 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 out of me. At this point, I'm convinced, like, whatever was in there was gone. My baby was gone in the toilet, floating in the river. I got to the back or whatever. They took my blood. They said my levels was high. So usually when your levels high, that means a good thing. So in the midst of all that, I think throughout the night or whatever, the baby was gone. They made me get a whole ultrasound. They didn't see anything. They said the good thing was I didn't have an ectopic pregnancy, which is a pregnancy in your fallopian tubes. Wasn't there. So the baby really came out. But meanwhile, while I'm sitting going through this, I'm by myself. Like, my man couldn't be there because, why he couldn't be there? He was at work. He was working. He had to do overnight shift. I wasn't. We didn't think that it would be this serious, so we didn't really like, all right, come with me type shit. So as I'm going through this, I'm just so sad. We so sad. And aftermath was just emotionally draining. It drains me now, but it's not to the point where I'm distraught and crazy, But I said all this to say, like, we gotta always trust God, and we gotta realize the powers of our words, and we gotta not let people and their opinions and how they feel and what their reservations are. And we have to block out all negativity, especially when carrying life, especially super especially because when you're going through that, they're not going through that pain with you. They're not pushing babies out in clots. They're not getting blood drawn every so often. They're not having to get cleaned out, checked out, all of that. They don't have to do that. They don't have to get into ultrasound. They don't have to go through all that. And people just need to be mindful of how they talk about people or speak about a person. It would have even been better if the people that was talking and reporting my good news actually reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? Actually reached out to me and was like, hey, Shasha, da 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 da. If they had any type of concerns, they had something to say, they had an opinion, at least tell me. Or shut up. You know what I'm saying? I know I said no to me. But I'm just, speaking on the subject. I like to talk a lot, but I love wigs. So that's why I said I'm Shasha the wig addict. So, now that we got that story out the way, so I think my segment is going to be like introducing wigs, talking about the wig, probably installing the wigs during the story time, or speaking on the topic. Right now, I know it looks type wiggy. I cut the lace too close in, and it's glueless right now. It's not glued down. I just got tucked behind my ears, but as you can see, I'm running through my fingers to it, and it's very, very soft. Very, very soft. Very pretty. Nice density. I didn't get much shedding and tangling with it. I had it on for a whole day, so I went to work in it. And it's a natural, normal length. Nice shiny luster. I put some all over the concealer in the part. That's all I basically did for the wig. And my next wig I'm gonna do an actual install on it. I just want to forewarn you guys now. I do my wigs how I do my wigs. Okay? I'm not professional. I'm not the best at it. I just make it look good for my level of putting wigs on and installing them and customizing them. Okay? I'm still learning just like how you guys are learning, or how like I see my wig gurus on here, and I'm just so inspired. So one day I pray and hope that I get sponsored by some wig companies. Anybody that's watching, if you got wigs, if you sell hair, you know what I'm saying, I would be much honored, very much honored to review, to feature it, to wear it, so that's it for tonight. So yeah, Bobbi Boss Jules, this is in a 1B or 1, and I think you guys should cop her. I think you should cop her. I think you should get her. She's cute. She is, I'm sorry y'all. She's cute. She is popping. She is 3 snaps in the back, like 3 snaps to the back. Okay? Period, poo. So I don't know what to call y'all. I guess I'm gonna call y'all my squad. My wig squad. So I know it doesn't look my best. It don't look all professional, but it's on my head. And I think it looks good on my head. I'm probably gonna take it off right after this video. Poo. Period. Okay? Because like I said, I made it glueless this time, but the next one will be glued on. I got a few oldies but goodies. Not really that old, but they're not brand new either. So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in for this 15-minute video. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I pray that this channel grows, and we discuss issues. We discuss life. We discuss any and everything while reviewing and looking at the wigs. Okay? So yeah, and be on the lookout, because I have a podcast coming too, and I will announce when I have all of that in the works, when everything is set up and good to go. But thank you for tuning in for this video, and tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. I would love to see and hear y'all comments about the topic we discussed, which was basically miscarriage, and dealing with trauma, dealing with loss, and how I dealt with my trauma is I reached out to people, I talked, and I also prayed, and I just, took it to took it upon myself to just better my health. So can't lie. I don't, I don't lie. I do want to try again, but me and my man are very much about it right now because we don't want to go through this again. We don't want to go through the whole. And I'm not speaking it into this. I'm just saying, like, we just have a fear right now that this is not something that we want to go through again. We want our child, and but at the same time we still want to get ourselves together. But if it happens, it happens. Just throwing it out there. So if anybody was wondering what I did to clean my system out, because I didn't get a DNC, that's a procedure that they do to, I guess, clean you out if you don't clear out. Now correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But what I did was I took some mineral oil, and that flushed me out. That's a laxative. And also, days afterwards, you're going to be bleeding like a period. It's going to be heavy, so you're going to need diapers, okay? You're probably going to need adult diapers or really heavy pads. But me personally, I had adult diapers, and it helped out tremendously. Tremendously. Perfect. Changed my pamper, because the same way they give you pampers in the hospital after you give birth is the same thing I did. I took mineral oil, and when I was in pain, I took pain pills. I just started back taking prenatals again. I'm not pregnant now, but I'm taking them, and I'm also taking probiotics. That's very good for you, because it supports your gut, and down there too. It's good because you get probiotics from yogurt. So I eat yogurts. I take my probiotics. I take my multivitamin. I'm also taking these other pills. It's called it's, I guess, to regulate your period. It's fertility pills, but I'm taking them to like make sure everything down here is copacetic, and the mineral oil basically breathes your system. It's everything out. You're gonna be doing number 2. When I took it, I took like a little teaspoon or tablespoon, and that was about it. Do not overdo it. You will be doing number 2 for years. I'm exaggerating about the years, but you will be doing a lot of number 2s. I did maybe 1 or 2, and that was it. It flushed me out. The last bit of blood and stuff that was supposed to come out, it helped get it out. So when I went to the doctor, I had a prenatal appointment already set. So I went to the doctor. They checked me. They was like, yeah, they didn't do a full exam, but they did like exam. Like they just checked me down there, and they felt my uterus. They said, yeah, I was about 2 months. My uterus is still fresh, it's still open. So after miscarriage, you are very much fertile. You are very, very, very much fertile. So if you have a miscarriage and you want to try again, I would suggest try again. Like, that's the window where your body is still tricky and it's confused on whether you're pregnant or not. So your uterus, your womb is open, like catching all the sperm. So that's about the time that you should really like start if you want to have want to try again. Okay. But we closing out this video. So, alright, I want everybody to have a blessed one. I will see you next session. And I will have a new wig on by then, because I'm a wig addict. And you can try to make me go to rehab, but I won't go. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.